LLC. I told you a while back that when we get ready to bring this fellow to court, when all this comes to light, I will show you emails and text messages and just all kinds of crazy stuff we have received from Jamie and people who have followed Jamie. Jamie went in and accused my company of a lot of things. And mostly he accused my company of being a scam site, somebody who steals and robs from people, something we don't do. And he continued on this lie for many, many years to try to get people to not buy from us, to get people to try to destroy my company. This is where the conspiracy charges for the other three or other four are going to take place also too, based on what we have here. Now, these documents I'm actually pulling off my phone. I transfer them over to my messenger. It's the easy way to do it. All this is going into court. One with the lawsuit we have with him, basically for copyright infringement. And in that copyright infringement, they want to know exactly what was the cause and effect from his accusations. And we were able to send over screenshots of 180 emails from one section, and to the business count of Wix, another 140 so forth emails. And in these emails, there were racial slurs, there were death threats, there were all kinds of stuff that were being sent. They trace all this stuff. Everything has to be traced, everything has to be filed, everything has to be documented. Now what we have here, these are text messages that I was receiving from followers. I told you, if you got involved in this, you're involved in this, which means this is going to be a very serious investigation. There are two attorneys involved in this. There's one attorney that will be suing Wix. There's a second one involved with the government involving the copyright infringements. It's a big lawsuit. So, Wix is being accused due to the fact that when Jamie was still on their site, carrying on and acting up, that Wix didn't do anything. Constantly information was being submitted, documents were being submitted to Wix, and Wix did nothing at all. So Wix is at part and with the slander toward our company. These are the dozens of messages I was receiving on my phone being called nigger over and over and over again. All this resulted from Jamie. This is all his doing. Keep in mind, when I told you I'm requesting jail time, I'm requesting jail time in anywhere of 10 years because of your actions. Everything you sent over, pictures, memes, all that, is all being transferred for evidence. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff we've received. Now, keep in mind, Jamie, when you were sending me this stuff, I told you I could have filed this lawsuit a long time ago. Very easy for me to do. Tons of information to do it. But I kind of let it go. And if the judge asked me why, I said because the man has a family. I thought more about your family than you thought about your own family. Even right now, you're probably slandering me right now. Some people they don't understand. So we're going to put this in a special folder. This is going to be in the end folder because I have all this separate for court. And I warned, the thing about it, the attorneys asked me, did I warn Wix? Yeah, I did. I actually sent them a detailed letter. I've talked to him multiple times on the phone. Remove this site. We're getting a lot of hate mail from this guy. This guy is basically, people are calling us niggers, who call me nigger at the end of the day. They're basically going in and they're giving me death threats. They're threatening my family. My mother's 89 years old. You don't have no respect for anybody. Let me tell you something, Jamie, at the end of the day. If certain people in my family knew about this, you wouldn't exist right now. I'm just putting it out there. You would not even exist right now. If certain people in my family knew this was going on, which I kept it quiet, because I don't want the craziness at the end of the day, you wouldn't be here right now. You'd be gone. You don't know what people are connected to, who they know. You don't know anything about that. You don't know anything about me. You don't know anything about my family. Nothing. And you're sitting there threatening an 89-year-old woman, my mother. If any one of my family members had found out about this, they'd have been at your front door. It'd have been no way to stop any of them. You don't see me sending threats about your mother. I don't do that. I'm a grown man. Why in the world would I be doing something like that at the end of the day? That's just stupid. I don't talk about your family. I don't talk none of that. But you're going to threaten my mother? This is where you're going to have some problems, buddy. That's why I said, if I was that person at the end of the day, all I had to do was just show them those emails, and that's it. A lot of my family's military. They definitely would have been able to track your whereabouts with no problem whatsoever. You have no idea how many times your life was spared because you don't go around talking about people's mothers like that. Perverted, nasty, disgusting stuff. Anybody else would have been at your door and knocked your teeth in. But you're lucky I didn't tell anybody in my family. I kept it quiet. You would have got yours, buddy. You definitely would have got yours. And who's to say when you go to jail, you might definitely gonna still get yours. You don't know how to treat people right then the day. All these numbers that popped up, people wanting to get involved in this, guess what? You're now a part of this. You're now a part of this whole investigation now. Just because you think you use a dummy account doesn't mean you can't be traced, because you can. But you don't know how to speak to anybody right. I don't read those emails because I know what kind of person you are. And I don't read those emails. I saw a couple of them where I saw you were talking about my mother, how nasty you was getting toward her. And I had to look away from that. Because my intentions, Jamie, if I was that type of person, you would have saw me face to face and it wouldn't have been on good terms. And I'll tell you that right now. You're a very disrespectful human being. I can't wait the day I see you in court. And even after. You're going to pay for what you did. You're definitely going to pay for it. That kind of nonsense. There's something wrong with you. But I'm going to show you some of the stuff we got sent. These are all documents. These are all screenshots from the website. They were already on the website. No need to remove any of the pictures. They've been on the site already. The other attorneys have been on the site. These are evidence of our copyrights, all that information. Let me see what we got here. I need to put in another new folder here. This is for the N-word. You got a YouTubers on there upset, talking about how you call people racial slurs, and you do. You do. The numbers that, as a matter of fact, a few numbers that came in were your numbers. They were just dummy numbers. Numbers that you made up through Google. Now, for the fellow who felt the need to call my house and carry on about that whole Matthew incident, because Mr. Matthew felt the need to go on YouTube and do a false demonstration about my product, you're now involved in this too. I will have your address. We'll have your address in no time at all. In no time. We'll have your whereabouts in no time. I use this actual road number so you can be traced very easily. And you actually put in the link of the video that he used when he slandered my company. You guys don't think at the end of the day. This is where Mr. Matthews got himself in some trouble. That is a customer who went in and purchased our product, tampered with the product, and then went in and proceeded to do a video on a projector that our company doesn't even support, claiming this is how our products look, viewing the nonsense that Jamie triggers off. This is why Mr. Matthews is facing a serious lawsuit. All right, we're going to call this the N word, because we got to send all these over separately. N word. And like I said, anybody else, two ways they would have taken care of it. One, they either came down to your house and beat the living crap out of you, or they basically would have filed a lawsuit against you. I try to give you the benefit of the doubt. I try to help you out. But you don't learn. The last straw for me is when you took my logo, and the way you kept saying it was yours, it was yours, it was yours. Okay, well, that's it. We're done. Let's go get this started. And here we are now. Let me see. That is one of them. Where's this one at? All right. This is, the fellow who's running around with my domain name that you don't own at the end of the day. That's mine right there that you happen to take. I'm going to give you a fair warning right now. You could remove that now, or we can track your whereabouts, find out where you're at, and I could bring you into court and prosecute you. Which way you want to go with it, you let me know. You got my email. Actually, as a matter of fact, I did contact you. I left a couple messages on your channel, letting you know that we'll be getting an attorney, and you can contact me right through there. So you decide what you want to do. If you want to feel like you got a chance to beat me in court on taking my domain name and basically trying to identity theft at the end of the day, then you go for it. And be my guest. I have no problem with taking anything you have that belongs to you. Told you this year is going to be a different year. I sat there and said this when I was in the other house. We'll be cleaning shop. Let me see what we got here. This one's for another lawsuit. There's another one right here. They want all messages. All messages. Let me see. Those are our copyrights. Let me see. Make sure we're going in the right direction. Right, that's ours. That's ours. That's definitely ours right there. Let me see. That's our copyrights. Make sure we got this correctly here. Posing as customers. We got you on that too. Coming in as customers' names. That's another form of identity theft. You guys might never get out. You guys gonna get some serious jail time. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna get some serious jail time. There we go. Another word we call nigger again. Another number. There we go. Being called nigger again. And you added Hector's name in there too. That's how we knew that one came from Jamie. And the number was traced back to a dummy number, which actually came back to you. So you know that. Let's get this one saved for court. So everything you've done, the memes and stuff, all that is going to court. Partay, they had just went through your YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Instagram. They're going through all of it. You're getting ready for court. Silent Wake 5. We have enough evidence on you to take it to court. We don't need anything else. We are good. We are definitely good at what we got on Silent Wake 5. You're going to civil court, as I told you before. We're suing you for $500,000. It's an open and shut case. It's a very easy case. There's no way out of it. He's literally painted himself into a corner, so to speak. Guy got on there, took his face right next to the evidence, turns around, shows a receipt that doesn't exist, email doesn't exist, and the question I asked the attorneys, one of the questions I want to ask in court, we want to know, how did you get your hands on a product with an email that doesn't exist? That's what they're going to ask you. Now you know you can't answer that question. But if you answer it wrong, this is going to cost you a lot of money. So you better figure out what you got to do. Remember, you're on their oath, so don't lie. Do not lie. All right? All right, so let me explain something to you here, Jamie, right here. We have a message that we got off your account that you said that you changed your logo to what you want to change it to this. Now, what you don't know about copyright laws is the fact that you can't go in and have a similar design to someone else's. You could be sued for that. So say somebody designs the arch from McDonald's and someone else designs the arch from McDonald's, but they change it a different color. You can be sued for that. It's about causing confusion. The reason why I know about this is because Black Diamond actually hit me with one of these, because I came out with a Facebook channel called Silver Diamond, and they were able to get a court order to have it removed because it was causing confusion. That's why. It was too similar alike. That's why they were able to remove it. Did you know that? So that's why I said you don't crack books at the end of the day. So you think that whatever comes off the top of your head actually works in the reality of Jamie's world. And it doesn't work in Jamie's world because there's rules in the real world that you don't know how to apply to. If you come up with a logo that looks very close to the person who actually owns it, you can be sued for it. So you explain that to the judge when we go to court. Oh wait, this is for the N-word. This is the N-word folder. There's stuff on here. Right here. This is why Wix is getting slammed for lawsuit. Actually, a very hefty lawsuit. Let me see, we need to come into, I want, okay, reverse, I want to reverse it. We got to go this way instead. All right, that's what we're going. Right there, right there, where's that one? We got to be going this way. I'm trying to figure out which way we're going on this. We got the pictures here, it's pointing us in directions in a wrong direction. Alright, so if we're here, you know, we're just going to grab them from here. This is going to be a jerk at the end of the day. Let's go to the very bottom. Come on, be nice, be nice, be nice. To the very bottom. And let's grab me from here. Alright. There we go. This is right here when you went on your YouTube channel and you post a picture of my house inviting people to come to my house. You should have never did that at the end of the day. That's going to cost you. That's going to cost you some jail time. You know we have criminal records filed on Jamie for that particular right there? Yeah, there's a DC number on you. Which means they can dig up the DC number and they can find out that we filed a charge against you for basically putting my life in danger because in the middle of COVID, when I was going through lung disease and everything, you basically invited people to come down to my house. That's what you did. Isn't that on your account right there? That's your account, isn't it, from YouTube? Oh, by the way, we've also submitted multiple complaints to YouTube, and when I'm done with suing Wix, I'll be jumping over to YouTube to file a class action lawsuit over there also too. You're going to make Mr. Bird an extremely rich man doing dumb stuff. At the end of the day. There we go. This is when you're making memes about me, right? Remember this? Yeah, we got dozens of these pictures. With your name right next to it. Look at that. Crows Screen Paint Mixes. Right there. Do you know that you can be sued for a lot of money and jail time just for basically taking someone's pictures, defiling them, and posting them all over the internet? Yep, you didn't think we had that? Well, we got that too. This right here, we're going to have a conversation about this right here. This is the Frankenstein. It's involving something completely different. This is involving with the lawsuit with the copyrights. It shows that Jamie was making money off this company and was not paying any royalties. That's something completely different, but when we get into that, and we have it time stamped with receipts and all that good stuff. Oh, this is when you were sending pornography to the site. You're posting pornography, you put my name next to it. Yep, that's not going to go either. This is off your YouTube channel. Man, I'm telling you, the stuff you get yourself into. You're going to see all this again in court. Oh, here we go. This is a perfect example for copyright infringement. So this is the original logo. This is ours. And this is where you made a copy of ours. You know what makes this even sweeter? Usually most of the time when someone does this, they have to go and they have to get their logo and they have to track down the other one that looks exactly like theirs. We have both of them in the same message showing you committing the crime. Showing you going in and taking our logo and trying to slightly change it and alter it for you to use it for your personal use. Yeah, that's going to give you a lot of problems in court. Oh, there we go again. Bragging and saying, oh, but there's a difference. All those messages, everything you said comes back to get you in court. There you are making a meme of me right here. Look at this right there. More evidence right there. All this. Now I know you feel that this is gone for good. No one can find it. You know databases keep all this stuff on record. Everything is saved somewhere. Even when you delete it, they're going to dig all this stuff. Even the evidence we have here, when we file a lawsuit against Wix, all that's going to come up. The evidence we have here, it's pretty much it just plays together so well, hand in hand. Wix had plenty enough time to remove your website. We sent them serious documents over showing those rights belong to us, and they didn't do anything. Now, a big company like Wix is worth billions of dollars. I did the check to see exactly what the company's worth. They're worth billions. So, how would you think a company like that would handle something like this? Well, one, they don't want it to get out in court that us being both Wix users on their own platform, that they allowed another Wix user to go over and not only harass us and from their actions basically by calling us scammers and thieves and everything at the end of the day, that reaction spilled over into hundreds of emails of death threats and things against my family, racial slurs from phone calls, all that spilled over because Wix refused to remove the site. And you continued on knowing all this was going on. This does not look good in court at all, period. That means because Wix was the platform and they knew all this was going on and they could have shut this down and this spilled over into all this, this means that they are fully reliable for their actions. Now, a company like that, which is a website building platform, and I know business in the day, does not want this to go to court. This is the last thing they need. So it gets out at the end of the day that customers can't trust Wix. They can't go on the website because in fear that someone's going to take their copyrighted material that they spent the time to register with the United States government to make sure no one touches it. On Wix, they will allow people to touch your stuff and do whatever they want to do with it. Even spread nasty rumors about you. Now, that's extremely bad business for Wix. So Wix is going to settle out of court for whatever we ask for. Whatever I ask for. And you, at the end of the day, are going to pay me all the money that I'm going to sue you in court for. Including the additional court cases that I will be bringing to court, one with civil court and 2 other small claims courts. And we get to bring you to court for it. What? Trials. Say trials, not courts, but trials. But I want to show y'all what we was enduring. I'm African American. I don't appreciate being called nigger at the end of the day. You understand me, Jamie? I work very hard in this business. I know it ain't many like my kind in this business, but I don't appreciate being called nigger. If that word, you want to get on YouTube, oh, all lives matter, blah, blah. No, buddy. No. Don't pull that nonsense at the end of the day. Don't even want to hear it. You ain't the first time you've been accused on that. I've seen other people come and accuse you on that. And I don't care if you are Mexican at the end of the day. I don't care what race you're at the end of the day. You don't call people that name. You don't call somebody nigger. Don't worry. Your day's coming, buddy. It's coming real soon. All right, let that one right there. Here we go. That's you right there. At the end of the day. We got messages matching every message that you sent in that we had in live streams. Those videos were uploaded and sent over. It shows when you're saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's the crazy stuff we're receiving from them. Multiple fake numbers. Time stamped and dated. There we go. Being called nigger again. Man, it's not going to go well for you, I'm telling you. I'm going to go back and get it. What was that? The other one. Well, we'll take the N-word and we'll take harassment messages. We'll take those. Because it's the same thing. Then we break the category up from there. So we got them. Let me see. All right. So I'm going to take the harassment text messages from there. Right there. Okay, we'll take these right here. Oh, mouse. I said, well, I need wireless keyboard and mouse. It's driving me crazy. All right, let me see. We got to take this right here. We'll put this in the folder. And we'll grab this other one right here. Put that in there, right there. But this is, oh, fake Instagram account. Yeah, we're going to definitely have a conversation with Instagram when I get done suing you. Good gracious. How many platforms I'm going to end up suing? I'm going to definitely be a multimillionaire when I get done with this dude. Yeah, Instagram account. This was traced back to him. This is basically when Jamie went on a rant and carrying on and cursing people out and going through a racist rant over there where he basically cursed all these people out because he was mad because they basically wouldn't believe him at the end of the day that that was us. You went in and made a fake account and then turned around and proceeded to use my name, identity theft again. All from Jamie. But it didn't look good. This is all the evidence you're going to be seeing in court. You're going to be definitely seeing a scan. I guess we can put this in that same category, right? No. We'll put this for social media. What are you doing coming out of this? I need, where do we stop off at? Okay, this one right here we have. That's another day. Right there, it's right there. Oh, that's a long story. And it's, I got a military friend of mine. I was telling that literally I saw somebody selling a missile tracker on eBay. And it was like, that is virtually impossible. I was like, no, I literally saw this thing. We had a long conversation about whether I saw this thing or not. And I did. I saved it on my phone a long time ago. I don't know how the heck you sell something like this on eBay, but literally a missile tracker? Really? Yeah, really. I got to send it over to him. He was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, yeah, did seriously. How do you begin to actually post something like that? We're going to start the bids. at $75,000 for a missile tracker. Yeah, there you saw one for sale. Here we go. This is when I was working, and he was calling the phone and harassing me. Tell me to pick up the phone, nigger. Now, Jamie, let me explain something to you. Let's say when they put the trace in, somebody's come back. We know they came back to you, but just say they don't, right? Even if they don't, even if anybody says anything or does anything, you're the root of triggering all this off. If you start a rumor and a rumor becomes life, it comes to life, right? And that person starts receiving death threats and stuff like that against them, you can get in a lot of trouble for this. You can get serious jail time. You can be sued for this because it shows that you triggered something off. You had control, but you triggered something off that turned into this. So me having strangers call my phone, calling me racial slurs, that comes back to you too. Mainly more to you because you started this. And because Wix, the platform, who we were bringing this information to and telling them at the end of the day, look, this stuff is triggering off from that freaking page. We need the page removed. YouTube, we need the channel removed. Instagram, we need the channel removed. And they did nothing. This is why there are multi-million-dollar lawsuits being placed on these multi-platforms for this. I can retire, literally, seriously. Off the face of the planet, I can retire. All these companies are reliable for spewing what this guy's hatred was doing to us at the end of the day. Was it hurting our company? No, our company's still here. We're still blessed to make money. That shows you how amazing my Lord is. I was enduring all this nonsense. A lot of people didn't realize the stuff that I was going through off camera. This is the bullcrap I was going through that this guy was causing. And I got on camera every day with a smile on my face. I got on there and I sold my products every day despite the nonsense I was going through. This is the real truth on what that person really is at the end of the day, how nasty he is. Now I can get on camera, me, by myself, and take on 4, 5, 10, 30, whatever at the end of the day, run my company, get the job done, get my orders out to my customers, and still keep it together at the end of the day. Mind you, when I was going through that, I was going through the worst stage of my lung disease. And I still was doing what had to be done. You don't break Christians at the end of the day. We don't get broken at the end of the day. You understand me, Satan? You can understand that? We don't go through at the end of the day. When I go through all that pain, when I go through all that suffering, I go to my Lord and I pray to him. And he makes me a stronger Christian every day when I wake up. But that's what I was going through. Been bombarded by racial slurs and death threats. Did I fear your death threats? No. I don't fear your death threats at all, period. I walked about that property as if you didn't even exist. But I'm allowing people now to see what we were dealing with and how Jamie was basically projecting all this anger toward us. So now you have to answer for this now. Now you have to go to court and you have to answer for everything we have here. This is going to be presented to you. And they're going to do their job. They're going to go in, they're going to trace emails, they're going to trace numbers, they're going to dig everything up to make sure everything goes exactly where it needs to go, because if they don't, in court, it's called basic hearsay, and they don't have a foundation on where this came from. So we're going to take this one right here, and we're going to save this one. If I didn't say it already, I got to go back and check and see if I can redo these right there. Yep, sending us pornography. Yep. We know who sends this picture right here. This is another one of Jamie's fake numbers. And we're going over to. Let me see. This is when I was living with my sister. This is them contacting us, carrying on and acting up. It's interesting how you're saying you're taunting me about basically living with my sister's apartment, and look where I'm at right now. When I leave from this place, from these settlements, you have any idea what I can buy at the end of the day? I want 20 jets. I can buy 20 private jets if I want. These people at the end of the day are done at the end of the day. I want 60 private jets. I can get that now. I can put my company on a level that, and I'm definitely going to push this into my company. This puts me on Black Diamond level now. I have their capital. I'll have their capital when it's done. It's a shame I had to go through this nightmare in the process, but yeah. Because these companies are reliable for it. And I'm going to save this one too over here too. Oh, this is another one right here. Right here, we see number 2. That's going to go over. And we have another one right here. Let's see. This is when they're telling us we don't have any copyrights. Right there. So liar, bogus, you don't have any copyrights. Huh, you don't have copyrights. Yeah. This is the reason why the lawsuit is sticking, because we have copyrights. That's why. Why in the world did I spent money to get everything registered, get everything filed, to go through all that to protect the company's name, to have you go in and slander it? We do have copyrights. But again, like I said, don't know anything. And I put down, yeah, you know absolutely nothing. Laugh out loud. Copyrights are registered. You don't see me cursing you out. I don't call you racial slurs. I don't do it at the end of the day. You don't see me sending you tons. You can't go on your site and look, here's all the messages. There's no messages coming from us. We don't even we contact you once in a blue moon. That's basically about it. I talk to you directly on your chat that you have, and I talk to you very politely. You come back with memes and emojis and yelling and screaming, just like you do in open chats all the time. The reason why we do the open chats, because the open chats show your history. When you come in there ranting, all those open chats, they're going to be sent over for court. That's all evidence. So we can show the same energy that you're showing here, here, and here. Case was being built on you the entire time when you were doing all this crazy stuff. Right here. You used the word scammer multiple times. You use scammer over top my logo. You use scammer where you basically post it in the Wix site. You use scammer in every last messages. You use scammer on the Hotmails. You use scammer just when everything has scammer embedded into it will be linked to you. Look at that. That's a lot in there. It's just this folder. We're not even done yet. We got like 4 or 5 folders of this stuff. Oh, it's a mess. Let's see. Right there. Right there. Calls me a scammer again. And I just sit there and tell you, laugh out loud, see you soon, saving your number for evidence in court. And where we're at right now, taking it for evidence in court. There's my copyright, Jamie. That's my registered copyright right there. That's the one you claim I don't own and don't have. They ask those questions in court. The first thing, because they know the answers already, but they want the judge to hear all this. It says right here that you said that Mr. Bird doesn't have a copyright. They give you the evidence and say, can you read this for us? What is this right here? They'll have you say it in court. That's why people don't like court. They know what you sit there, you already know what but it's not enough. They want to hear you say it. It's all being noted. Everything you say is being documented. I forgot the name of the person who does that. But anyway, yeah. So they're going to have you say it in court. There's my registration. I got 2 of them. So they're going to ask you what gave you the right to, do what you did. You're going to have to answer all those questions. You have to, no choice. Let me see. Right there. We have, let me see. We need one for, okay, that's just for the text messages, right? That's for the text messages, okay. We need another folder for, this is all text messages, okay. That's text messages right there. Let me just start it from, not that, okay, it's social media. Right there. We need this one to start from here. All right. We need another folder for this one. This one is for a folder for, let's see, copying and reclaiming our logo. I kept telling you, now he did these after we filed on him. After we filed on him, he came back and did more stuff. And I kept saying, look, man, you need to cut this out. You're getting yourself in trouble. This is all evidence. He came back in, showed our logo, showed the logo that he made. It looked just like ours, claiming that that's his. There's no difference. Well, again, like I said, you don't have to explain that to me at the end of the day. When we go to court, you can explain it to a judge why you feel that's a difference. That's what you have to do. That's where you're going to have to go in. and do that in a day. Let's see. No, am I expecting people to feel sorry for us because he calls us the N-word? No, 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 no. Don't feel sorry for me at the end of the day. I'm a man at the end of the day. This is how I handle my business at the end of the day. I don't want people buying extra from us because they claim, no, don't do that at the end of the day. I don't do that at the end of the day at all, period. I'm a man. I earn everything that I make at the end of the day. I'm just outing and showing you what kind of person Jamie is at the end of the day. And basically got mad, started this nasty rumor many years ago that our products were nothing but black paint. That's what the major lawsuit for, the civil lawsuit, is for, because we're going back and we're getting all the videos, and we have them already. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about deleting anything. But all the reviews that you claimed you did against our products, they were going to request detailed receipts showing those products were purchased, because you're being accused of basically mixing black paint and claiming our product to look this way. So you're going to have to be able to show that our product reacts this way. If you can't, that's another multi-million-dollar lawsuit you're definitely getting hit with. This doesn't get, I told you right there and said it's going to be a really bad year for him. Let me go with this right here. We need to get these. These are the other ones. This is some steel touching a little go. We're going back. There we go. Hey, I got a dozen memes on here too. Oh, yeah, no, it's on this computer. This computer has all the ones. We got files on this computer too, James. You know, this computer over here has another 13 sets of files. This one over here is right now. We're building them right now on this one. Let's see. Make sure. If I got it twice, I can always go and just take it out. Let me see. What do we have here? Nope, we don't have this one. We need that one. Now remember, you said there's a difference. You're going to have to, when you go to court, they're going to ask you why you think there's a difference. Let's see. There, my new logo. Right there. Right there. All right, no. Go back. There we go. Perfect. Now at Crystal Edge, they looked all those up too. All those links that you have that you put up, all those links were explored. Everything went through. It went through everything. So just to let you know, if there's anything in those links that involves my company's name, where you're basically going and you're basically stealing my identity, this is going to be some serious charges. Like I said, Jamie, you're looking to get 10 years easily. Easy 10 years. And mind you, you still got the post office fraud you got to go through, because we filed that too. Yeah, he committed post office fraud, mayor fraud. So now you still have to go through that too. So that's another thing you're going to have to deal with. Gee whiz. Bad year. Maybe taking that too. Where's the other one at? There we go. That's something completely different right there. This is the Frankenstein paint. This is something else. We're talking about copyrights, because again, he owes royalties to this company. He made a lot of money off their name, didn't pay him a dime. All right, here we go. There we go. And this is where we took a picture of the house right here. And that's on your YouTube account right there. We also have a letter we submit to YouTube asking and requesting to remove your channel. YouTube refused to, which I said, you know what? Not a problem. Now here we are now. When you sue one platform, they all cave. And we have to, I think we had to dig up the letter we sent in for detailed letter with copyrights and some other stuff we sent in for YouTube, and the other one for Instagram. So we have all them. All right, so that's pretty much everything we need right there. So Jamie, you can see that we do have all this evidence against you, and you can take it. Like I said, at this particular point right now, in the situation he's in right now, he's screwed on so many levels. It's not even funny. What else can he do? The only thing he can do is basically just try to act like the role of a tough man and just laugh at it, because that's pretty much all. There is so much evidence here, including the racial slurs and everything else. It is not going to go well for you. And again, violating copyrights, trying to steal our logos and all that stuff. Yeah. This can get you in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Warren people. Literally gave them clear warning, extremely clear warning, document, extremely clear warning at the end of the day to basically mind your own business. We sent you a deceased increase order, whatever you want to call it, in the day. We sent you the document telling you to back down. Did you listen? Yeah. That was also, where's that document anyway? We just sent that in too, that we sent that document in. Let me see if I can find that one. I know we got that document around here somewhere. Let me see. I may have it on this side. Let me see. I think the documents are on this side. We gotta pull those up. I gotta send those over too. They want to know if we gave them fair warning before we actually went ahead forward. Yeah, we should. We did go fair warning on them. We gave them enough time to basically back down. He refused to take it. So let me see. Oh, these are the Google images that were ripped off of Google. That's what those are. Okay, there are documents on this side. Okay, so I gotta take those documents, transfer over here, send it all on one email at the same time. All right, well, I gotta go submit these documents to the attorneys. Pretty much that's basically about it. But just wanted to show you, yeah, I told you I was gonna show you some of the crazy stuff we got from this guy and from people that were following him, that Jamie fueled all this nonsense. You're still gonna have to prove this in civil court. You're gonna have to prove. This one's for copyrights and slander and all that stuff. But the civil lawsuit, you're going to have to prove that our product came out exactly as you claim it did. And if you don't, this is going to cost you a lot, even more money. I mean, you're already going to owe us money already. But it's going to cost you even more money. I literally have enough here, Jamie. I can execute judgment on any level I think of at the end of the day. And you owe me a lot of money now. So with that being said, I'm taking everything from you. I'm not joking with you on that. I'm dead serious. I'm executing judgment. We're going to put it into a debtor's hand, and they're going to come to your house, and they're going to remove your stuff. That's what's going to happen. Everything. I mean everything. I want that house cleaned out. I want that stuff on an auction table, and I want it sold, and I want my money. So, you know, it's funny how you sat there and you were bragging on camera about how you got a bike and you got this. I couldn't care less about that at the end of the day. You mind your own freaking business. Stay in your backyard at the end of the day. And don't worry about what I'm making. Every time I make a new product, I make something. Here you come. Oh, this and that. Oh, this and that. Oh, this and doing fake demonstrations. Just constantly pushing. Well, you want to see me triggered? Now you're going to see me triggered. This is me triggered. This is how I handle it. I come in with a bunch of lawyers and I crush people at the end of the day. This is how I get triggered. But at the end of the day, instead of me getting upset and walking away angry, I walk away with your stuff. That's what happens at the end of the day. And maybe your freedom. Do you know what happens when you go to court the first time and you're prosecuted and you lose? You go the second time, they look up and they go, okay, there's basically a trial that you went to. They'll dig it up and say, what happened to this trial? It's copyrights. It's the same thing we have here. This makes it even harder for you to win. Every time we bring you in, it makes it extremely hard. By the time we get to the civil lawsuit, the civil lawsuit, you're going to have 4 lawsuits that you're going to lose under. With the platform that you were doing this stuff on also being sued in the process. This is not going to look good for you. Now, for you other individuals who feel that you're not getting involved in this, you are already involved in this. Because I told you, the attorneys, people that I hired, were watching your activity. When you guys were doing those little live streams, you're doing those Q&As, they were recording all that information. They were in there watching that information. All you were being documented. Part A, you took 1,300 pictures or more of my face, slandering me, throwing me all over the internet, saying I'm a scammer, I'm a thief, don't trust me. You're being sued for $1 million. Solid Wake 5, you, grown man, did a fake unboxing on my product. Didn't even buy it from me. Didn't even give me a fair chance. Went in and did a fake unboxing, made a fake receipt, went in and continued to slander my company on YouTube, fueling the hatred. This also leads to people coming to me with death threats and basically call me racial slurs. What did I do to you? I don't even know you at the end of the day. I don't even know who you are. But you felt the need to jump on that bandwagon. You're going to get sued for money now, and a couple $1 million. I'm figuring by roughly by the time we get done hitting you guys, yeah, we pretty much can probably, you don't own it. We don't know you don't have $1 million. We know this. But this is a massive lien you will have on your head that will plague you for many, many years until you pass off this earth. I didn't know who you are. Never even met you before. You don't even know who I am. But you felt the need to believe the nonsense coming from Jamie. And Jamie, you're going to take the biggest hit out of them all because it proves that at the end of the day that you committed conspiracy between these men to try to, and keep in mind, they will turn on you. You do know that. They will, in a conspiracy theory lawsuit, or basically in a court trial involving jail time, they will basically, to get a lesser charge, will turn around and point the finger right at you like, look, this guy at the end of the day gave me some false information. Watch and see what happens. Watch how fast people will start pointing fingers in different directions about saying, look, I don't even know the guy. I never even met him before, such and so and so. This is what I heard from him. Do you have any idea how bad that sounds? Your own friends are going to turn on you, and I guarantee you, far down. None of them are going to take it at the end of the day for you. They're all going to turn on you. So, don't even know you guys. Parte, don't know who you are. Never met you before. Never had any problems with you before. You just popped up one day and just started hating me for no reason at all. Jumped on Jamie's bandwagon. I'm a scammer. Oh, you bought my products. I canceled orders on, again, haven't seen the receipts for that one yet. Still waiting for the receipts on a canceled order, which we have yours over here with no problem. But when did I ever cancel an order? Never did. But you felt the need, grown man walking around his backyard making fake accusations with no receipts. So it clearly shows that all of y'all work together to try to tear down my company. And Matthew, the new one to the addition. You should have really stayed out of that one. You seem like a very nice person, you do. I talked to you on the phone before. I've had conversations with you. But your intentions were to do something dirty. Let me explain something to you, Mr. Matthew, so you can understand this, what's going to come to you, and it's going to be pretty bad. You can't get over on a Christian. Do you see the outcome that's come to you? You got on the phone, and we talked on the phone. We had a conversation. I was very polite, very nice to you, laughed and joked, had some fun. And you felt in your intentions were to buy my screen paint, to use it for your entertainment purposes. It was to slander my company. That's what your intentions were. You do know that God saw that, right? God saw your intentions. Even though the devil was in your head telling you to do this, that, and the other, God saw exactly what you were doing. And he let you do it. And now look at the outcome. You sat there on YouTube and said, and I got a recording of it, so if you remove the video, that the projector that you were using, we do not support that machine. Because the outcome of supporting that machine means the images come up super black and you can't see the screen, which reacted exactly the way it should have reacted in your demonstration. But you proceeded to go down this road and still posting your videos, the 3 individuals that we are prosecuting in court for slandering my company and trying to destroy my company. And now you are part of this now. And because now you're part of this, you're going to be slapped with $1 million lawsuit. Oh yeah, we're going to jump the number a little higher than that. We feel you don't have it, but why not? The evidence is right there. So how is Mr. Matthew going to get out of the situation? Well, he goes to court, and they're going to ask him, was he fully aware? Was he made fully aware that we don't use knockoff projectors? And if he says no, well, that's going to hurt you because guess what? It's in the policy of my website. It's in every single shopping cart. There's even a page made where we have those particular projectors in there. We clearly state we don't use them. They're going to ask you, why didn't you read the policy? That's what the policy is. Who basically buys something without reading a policy? There's no way you can win that at all, period. So now you have to pay for the damages of slandering my company, including showing that your rumor came to life because we had several phone calls that came through posting the very link that you posted in the YouTube video, calling us nasty curse words and death threats. Now you got yourself a part of this mess. Now the other fellow who basically has my domain name, I'm going to give you fair warning. I was on your channel and I sat there and told you either you remove it or get an attorney. It's up to you. If not, I'll clean your clock. You'll find out the hard way. Oh well, I told you it's going to be a rough year for some people. This year, I'm going to be concentrating on my company, but I'm also going to get myself an amazing legal team, and we're going to be combing through the internet looking for anybody who's basically slandering my company at the end of the day. I'll be sending you out a letter telling you to back it down, pull it down. If you don't, I'll see you in court. That's all to it, simple and plain. As for these gentlemen, they're going to court, and their fate has already been decided. All right, let's get all this stuff. I got to get this stuff submitted to the attorneys. I got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.